So, what is a trend? A trend is the direction in which the market or the equity instrument is moving. Now, how or what it means is that there is a common observation that the market participants tend to act in herds, and that trend tends to stay in place for some time. A security can be considered to be an upward trend, a downward trend, or a sideways trend. An upward trend of a security is considered when it is forming higher highs and higher lows. A downward trend is considered when an equity instrument is forming lower highs and lower lows. And a sideways trend is considered when it's going sideways. That means the highs and lows are just in a range typically. So let's go to my screen sharing and we will talk about trends. So if you notice, we are looking at a daily chart. Now I can highlight some of the regions using an arrow. So we see this high, the second high, the third high. This, so these highs are lower than the previous highs. Similarly, we have this low, the second low, and the third low. These are lower lows. So this is the definition of a downward trend: lower lows and lower highs. Contrary to that, we have an upward trend where every low is higher than the previous low, and similarly every high is higher than the previous high. So these lows are making higher uh, levels. Every time it comes back at a higher level than the previous level. So this is higher low, and every time it goes up at a higher level compared to the previous high. uh, so this is higher high and higher low. This is the definition of an upward trend. A simple uh, uh, way of representing an uptrend is if we can just draw a straight line which touches a lot of vertices on a line chart. We have upward sloping line, that's uptrend. That's simplest possible representation. And conversely, if we just draw a downward sloping line which touches a lot of vertices on a downward slope, we have a downward sloping trend line. So we have represented an uptrend with a trend line and a downtrend with a trend line. Um, Now let's look at a sideways trend. Now this is a definition or a classic example of a sideways trend where the market was range bound between two horizontal levels. So if I were to just draw a line from this high to this high and another from this low to this low, we did not make any progress as such. So uh, for almost 86 trading days, the market was in a sideways trend. And we can see that, verify that by changing it into a line chart. The lines get stuck. Uh, the price action gets stuck between these two horizontal lines. That is the simplest possible representation of sideways trend. So I hope this was helpful for people who are learning as beginners, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.